Hey, MS Dad here. Driving back to my house. I've dropped off my wife, MS Mom. That's what we'll call her. Now I'm going back to my house so that I can change and get dressed and all dutied up to go to this place and see about getting a job. Now let me elaborate on this, why I've chosen to get a job. I am disabled. I do have multiple sclerosis. I do have handicap signs. I mean, the whole Social Security thing and everything. How does a person live on that sort of income? I mean, if that's your only source of income, how does a person survive? I just don't get it. I can't do it. I can't live on that. Can anyone else? Can you guys live on that? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, the government, we're stuck in a position where we can't work. We're told we can't work. Our insurance and everything, I mean, we're disabled. But no matter what, and if we want to make a living and pay our bills and feed ourselves and take care of our children and do the normal adult things, we have to still work. But we can't. Like, well, we have to force ourselves. So that's what it is. You have to force yourself to do things that you can't or don't want to or aren't able to do, because they make you uncomfortable, because they make you tired, because they wear you out, because whatever the case may be. Multiple sclerosis is not a fun illness. And yet people just, I don't know, like, I don't think that people understand the severity of the situation. Multiple sclerosis is not something to joke about. Like, it sucks. It's not fun. I mean, you hear people, you talk to people and you hear them talk about their friends or whatever, they had cancer and how they're still working there, how they're still doing this, and how it's such a, pity, sorry, I stutter, pity party for them. Pity party for a cancer patient, but a multiple sclerosis patient go through the same stuff. No, we're not as likely to die, but we are still as likely to be sick. And the medicines still basically do the same thing. They decrease the immune system and crash it. Still, they're doing the same thing. We have the same fatigue, the same tired, the same nausea, the same everything. Yet, people judge us and look at us differently. Like we're not sick because you can't see it. Well, you can't see cancer either. But yet, it's okay for society to, look at people and say they're okay or whatever, like they're just faking it, or they don't, it's not as bad as it seems. It's not as bad as they're saying it is. It's not as bad as they're leading on. Well, I, for one, can tell you, I'm a person that will push beyond all belief. There is no way in the face on the planet that anything beat me because of me. So I am going to go back and get a job. Not because it's something I want to do, and not something that I'm able to do physically. But I am. Because that's what I have to do. I have kids, I have families, I have bills, I have a lot of responsibility. And your responsibility doesn't change because you have multiple sclerosis. It didn't go away. You still have to be the dad. You still have to be the father. You still have to be the husband. You still have to be the caretaker. You still have to protect. That's your job. As a man, that's why we got married and we made a family. We started the family. We are protecting the family no matter what. Sick or not, dude, that's your job. It's your job to provide. It's your job to be there for them. And it's their job to be there for you as well. That's why we get in a relationship, right? So we're not alone. sometimes even when I've been alone, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. It actually makes you seem a little stronger. Like that you understand that you can still do it. You can push yourself. You can, make yourself do a lot more than you think you can. And that you really don't need anybody other than yourself. You just need you. And what is you? I mean, the word you. When I say you need you. You as a person, you as an individual can conquer anything you set your mind to. You can beat it. There's nothing against you that can beat you. You just may allow it to because it's too hard or too stressful or hurts too much or makes you work too hard to beat it. You may let it win because you can't try that hard. But at the same token, isn't that what multiple sclerosis is? Something that's trying to beat us? Are we gonna let it? I know for one I'm not. I'm not gonna let it win. Pardon my French, but MS is my B word. I'll do what I can do, and I'll push where I can push, and I'll do what I can do, and I'll always provide more and more and more. And I hope and I pray that my family does, the multiple sclerosis family will do the same thing. We're not going to back down. We're not going to sit down. We're not going to be quiet. The world's not going to push us around. Society, doctors, everyone, we're stand up. Let's stand up for us. Let's not be quiet no more. Nobody else is quiet. Well, for one, I didn't even hear about multiple sclerosis until I had it. That's how not knowing what I knew about cancer. I knew about HIV. I knew about everything else, but not multiple sclerosis. That's how quiet multiple sclerosis is, and that's how much it has not been disclosed to society and made aware, and to see the outcomes and everything. I, for one, want everyone in my multiple sclerosis family to do more and work harder and be who they are. I know you all are. I know you're all strong. Let's look at it from... I know everyone's not religious, but I am. And I'm a Christian. So let's look at it from that point of view. Let's look at it from God's point of view. God gives his hardest task to his strongest warriors. Now, I don't know about you, but multiple sclerosis is pretty hard. So I'm going to say God gave me that because he knew that I could do it. He knew that we could be strong enough. He knows that we can do it. Not just want to hurt us. No, it's to push us. To find who we are. To find who you are. Maybe it's hidden. Maybe you don't want to see it. Maybe it's hard to find, but eventually you will. And you'll realize it's not that bad. Yeah, multiple sclerosis sucks. Well, as I said earlier, pardon my French, multiple sclerosis is my bitch. Can you smell it, my friends? It's looking good.
No vision, blinders on, obstacles I see none, doubt whisper.